I'm Jennifer Matwijec, the co-founder of Waves of Grace. We're a nonprofit here in Brentwood, Tennessee. I co-founded it with my husband after I lost my mom to stomach cancer. The beach was her favorite place, and she used to take off between treatments and go there and just rest and reconnect with us all. Seeing her at the beach was one of the most amazing things, away from doctors and hospitals, and she looked really refreshed. And so after we lost her in 2012, we decided to start a nonprofit in her memory and send cancer patients to the beach.
And after all that, now you find yourself with a personal cancer story.
Yes, so I was diagnosed this past April with stage 0, non-invasive DCIS. It was caught super early.
What would you say to fellow cancer patients?
I would tell them just to ask all the questions. I think knowledge is power, and I think sometimes people, don't want to seem annoying to their medical team or, push them, but I really feel like you're your own advocate. And knowing my family history, my aunt had breast cancer, my sister had breast cancer, and weighing all of my surgery and treatment options with my medical team, asking all the questions, it was a pretty easy decision for me that I was going to have a bilateral mastectomy. So I had that in June, and getting ready to have reconstruction.
But asking those questions really helped you.
Yes. I feel like there were terms that they were throwing at me that I didn't even know what some of them meant. Fibrocystic dense breast tissue, and, BIRADS 4, like, what does this all mean? And I just really feel like, everybody says, go get your mammogram. Yes, please go get your mammogram, but also ask all the questions when you get your mammogram. What does this mean? And I really feel like you have to be your own advocate.
How can we best walk with someone impacted by cancer?
I always tell people to just do what you know best. If you cook for them, bring them a meal. If you knit something, write cards. For us, it was getting our kids where they needed to be. We have 5 kids, so getting them to their activities was a huge blessing because that meant that they could keep doing what they were used to doing. They kept their routine. And I just feel like people are like nervous or don't know what to do or the right thing to say, or and for me it was just a blessing that people tried and they just showed up in these different ways. Was so beautiful to me because everybody has their own way of showing love, and there's not really a right way. And so I really saw Jesus show up through all of these people for our family, so it was really beautiful.
How has your faith helped you through?
Well, this and losing my mom. My father passed away, and everything through life. I just feel like when I look at the situation, I get a lot of anxiety. I get stirred up. It's scary. But I just have to look at Jesus, because he's always been my way out, and he's always going to be my way out. He's always going to rescue us. And I have to remind myself that, God isn't causing these things because he is good, and I have to focus on his goodness, because a lot of times, and rightfully so, you get angry at him because you're like, why is this happening? And I have to remind myself it's not from him. Yeah.
On behalf of Faithfully Restored, thank you.
Thanks.